I love Nintendo. It's my favorite video game company. I have so much memories getting stuck on the Wii menu trying to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, or playing Pokemon X all day, or just being mystified by Breath of the Wild. Anyways, I'll be talking about Nintendo's home menus and which one I love and hate the most, and which one have the best traits and the biggest impact. So, let's start with the GameCube. Nintendo's last no gimmicks, no system that tried to compete with all its competitors and failed horribly. But anyways, let's talk about the GameCube's home menu. It's very mystifying, and just aesthetic of it pulls me in and just makes me feel in a spacey kind of way. And honestly, it's one of the most stylistically unique system home menus I've ever seen in my whole life. Hysterical! But I do dislike how there's not a lot of options you can do. But still, I would have felt like some little more modes, or just a little bit more funner options, or just something fun just built into it would have been better. Like, I understand it's supposed to be a no bullshit, just play the system and just play the games, but come on, we're talking about home menus here, not games. But anyways, the impact of the GameCube home menu. Now, I know this isn't technically the home menu, but this kind of gets into the home menu. Yes, we're talking about the GameCube startup. I was just bombarded with the GameCube startup, and I think a lot of people were back in 2018. Those memes were everywhere, and it's made a big effect. It really shows, early 2000s nostalgia, and honestly, it's a fucking tune. Holy shit, that slaps. Well, that's what I have to say. The best traits about the GameCube's home menu is just how spacey it is, and just the theming in the console of it is just the best. The DS, Nintendo's best-selling console ever, and really just an amazing piece of hardware, to be honest with you. Amazing, great games that just expanded a lot of people to Nintendo, and personally showed, me and my family what Nintendo was. So, let's talk about what I love about the DS home menu. Now, it kind of gives me those Xbox 360, house, advertisement, like the greenhouse, but just white. I also just love how popping the colors are. If you look at just the settings, the pink, the blue, the green, just the colors are beautiful. I love how it's a little pixely, and it just really appeals to me. But I love how the clock looks like, and we cannot forget about Picto Chat, an amazing feature that Nintendo should have brought back for every other system, but failed to do because it's Nintendo, and it's just annoying that it's not here. I would love Picto Chat, and it's such a cool concept that Nintendo never built on. Now, what do I dislike about the DS home menu? Again, with the GameCube, I understand that it's a very old console and that, it cannot really do amazing things with its menu, but still, I feel like if they would have just done a little game on the DS home menu, something like Snake, or just something that's you could just do on the fly and just have fun. Now, I know Picto Chat replaces that, but let's say you have no friends, like most of us watching this. What are you gonna do? Generally, I like the aesthetic of it, and honestly, I think the DS is a very good home menu. Now, the impact of the DS home menu really just can be described about what Picto Chat is, and just showing how, Nintendo owners just connect with each other and draw penises and just send it to each other. It's just one of the best things, and I think Nintendo should introduce it back again. Anyways, let's go to the DSi. The DSi. The DS's younger, more smellier brother, in my opinion. Now, the DSi's home menu is nice. I like the colors. I like how it's futury, but also I just don't really think it can ever compare to the DS's. I just don't think it's as good. Now, Flipnote Studio is great. It's amazing that you can make animations on a DSi. That's just crazy to me. But the thing is, Picto Chat was just way better, alright? Let me just tell you why Picto Chat was better. You can literally draw dicks. That's what I was just saying this. You can draw dicks with your friends in local communication, and then they can get mad because it's just saved onto their fucking DS. It is just so fucking funny. And there is so much memories made out of Picto Chat, alright? Flipnote Studio just cannot compare. That's all I really have to say. The impact of the DSi's home menu really is just, Flipnote Studio and being able to make animations on your DS, which is actually really fucking sick, and that you can take photos, which was never done on a handheld before. So kudos on Nintendo for a DSi, but where the fuck is Picto Chat? everyone's been waiting for this. Everyone's been waiting to see what will he say about the Wii menu.
Fucking delicious.
Simply, it's the fucking best. The Wii menu is unapologetically amazing to the core. Nintendo really hit it out of the park with this home design. The Wii and the news channel and the forecast channel really showed that gaming devices don't have to be for gaming, and it could be for other reasons too, like watching DVDs or looking at the weather, even going on streaming services, which today is more prevalent than ever. And the Wii concept is amazing. Now, I know I sound like a big-ass dick rider, but let me cook. The Wii was simply just so easy to navigate. Now, I know you'll be saying, but when you were stuck on it. Listen, I had zero brains. I was stupid, and I still am. The thing is, the Wii menu is so easy. Anyone could pick up the remote. Anyone can point on it and say, oh, okay, this is where I have to play my game. Okay, time to play my game. And if you give a GameCube controller to grandma, she will fucking have an aneurysm. She would be so confused. The impact of the Wii menu is just crazy. There's so much impact to the Wii menu, it probably beats out GameCube's impact. Because honestly, everyone remembers the Wii menu. Everyone remembers it. Just the ambience, the calendar, the Wii shop music, everything there was just meant to burn into your mind and always be like, oh yeah, that song's a bop. Oh wait, it's a Wii song. It's just amazing. It just makes you just have a nostalgia burst. And that's how I feel every time I talk about the Wii. Anyways, let's go to the 3DS home menu. 3DS. Wow, I love the 3DS. Their home menu is pretty great. Now, it definitely beats the DS's and definitely beats the DSi any day, alright? But let me just tell you that the 3DS really has almost everything that you can ask for. Games on it, AR cards, which is a nice little fun distractor for you, and the fucking head game, alright? I forgot the name of it, but the funny head game, right? Which is also a fun distraction, but still, it's just preloaded on your system, and you can just enjoy the fuck out of it. You also have the music app, you have the camera, and you also have the voice recording app where you can just fuck with your audio, take 3D photos on the photo app, and just fuck around on the 3DS. I could probably spend upwards of 30 minutes, even an hour on the 3DS menu just looking at the things that are already preloaded on the system, which you can't really say about a lot of things like the DS and any really other console besides the 3DS. They really had to hit it out the park with this one, to be completely honest. And the ability to add themes, and good themes at that, Nintendo Switch, really just makes it one of the best menus. And I know this was my nostalgia handheld console, so I know I'm dick riding on it really fucking hard. But still, the magnitude of how good the system, the home menu is, just cannot be stated enough. Now, what do I dislike about the 3DS home menu? It's really simple and just straight to the point, which you might like, but also doesn't really have much pizzazz. And I know you just said, oh, but themes. But really, besides themes, there's nothing really you can do. Well, instead of you homebrew your system and like get a really nice theme. Now, the impact of the 3DS home menu. Now, I would say this. Definitely, it does not really have such a big impact when it comes to how people think about it. It really showed Nintendo that you can put, preload games and, people will enjoy it. But also, people won't fucking pick it up after, a day. So, yeah, I guess Nintendo learned their lesson and not to fucking be that good to us. Understandably, because we're fucking nerds. But anyways, that's what I love about the 3DS home menu. Definitely one of the best. The Wii U home menu. Now, I really think this is my least favorite one, to be completely honest with you. It's crazy how they make one of the best ones in one generation and make one of the worst ones in the same generation. Just the over-reliance on the gamepad is just really annoying because I have to snap my neck every time between my TV and my fucking gamepad every time. Let's say I go onto system settings. I have to look at the gamepad for the system settings. Why do you not just put it on the gamepad and on the TV? Why do you make it so difficult for us to do that shit? And also, with the discontinuation of Miiverse, it's basically useless now. Like, the top screen is basically useless. At least back then you could see what people were saying about Splatoon, other games, but now it's just completely useless. Why would you ever look at the TV screen? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. Like, I think they could have done something way more fun with this, but just fucked it up completely. But I do like the footage era aesthetic. and I really think that the Wii U had amazing potential but just fucked it up. Now, the impacts of the Wii U home menu is really just kind of like an end of an era. An end of an era for Miiverse, an end of an era of the aesthetic that Nintendo was using, an end of an era of a lot of things. But honestly, the Wii U home menu has some charm into it. And honestly, the ambience is amazing. So, yeah, I think the Wii U kind of sucks as a home menu, but also is pretty alright. Mid! The Switch home menu. Wow, okay. The Switch home menu. It's very fucking basic. There's nothing fun about the Switch home menu. You get two themes, black and white, unless if you homebrew it. And I may be saying, oh, but the Wii is the same case. True. Yeah, actually, you're right though. With the Switch, you're just standing there. There's nothing fun about it. Everything is just so simplistic and minimalistic. Just sharp-ass squares with the game that you want to play on it. You press it and you play it. And it's just so unfun. It's just not the best home menu to me. I would rather have a GameCube home menu than this. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, you know what? Yeah, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will do a 30-minute rant about the Nintendo Switch home menu. Just because how much I fucking hate it and how boring it is. Like, you just press the home button 3 times and then you just go and play your game. There's nothing fun about it. There's no amazing starts or just secret things you can do. Oh, if you press Z 3 times in the menu, you can open it up. Yeah, but there wasn't a fucking bop when you started up your system. There wasn't amazing ambience. The apps are not as nice, and you don't get literally zero integration with other Nintendo users. With the DS, they achieved this with PictoChat. An offline system achieved it with PictoChat. You don't need to be an online system to have fun things that you can do with other Nintendo owners. It's just shameful that they did this to, you know, the home menu. And honestly, it's pretty much the most annoyingest and just stupidest home menu. Now, what I do like about the Switch home menu, though, is just really how simple it is. You just press the home button 3 times and you go in. You can go into games super fast and just not have to worry about always having to deal with the GameCube startup. But at least it's fun. The Switch, there's no startup sound. Just go into it. Now, what I also like about the Switch home menu is that they actually have a dark mode. Unlike some other consoles, Wii and Wii U, that don't have that. So anyways, the Switch home menu is no bullshit, no nothing, which is good for someone who doesn't really want to deal with home menus, but for someone who's a connoisseur in them, it's just annoying. But that's really it. Anyways, here's my final thoughts. So overall, Nintendo has some amazing home menus with appeal to each and every one. But since it's a video where I'm ranking home menus, here are my rankings. Alright, so I'm gonna be giving the GameCube a C tier. It's nice, fun, short and sweet, but still not really much into it. But, you know, since it is the first home menu, you gotta give it some respect. Now, originally, with the DS, I was gonna put it in B. But now, it's an A. 150 million consoles sold, Nintendo's most sold console as of now, and honestly, an amazing trendsetter with so many things that you can do in the home menu. Now, the Wii is going to S tier. So much nostalgia, so much just memories. Amazing console, amazing ambience, amazing everything. You know what? It's gonna be called the Wii tier now. Wii. It's the Wii tier because it goes up there. Now the DSi is going to B tier. It's pretty boring, but still is very, very good. And you know what? Is very enjoyable. The 3DS goes to A tier. Very slept on, but still a great menu. Now the Wii U goes to C tier. It's a great menu, very charming, but still not the best when it comes to ease of use. Now the Switch goes to B tier. It's more easy to use than any of these ones combined, but it is the most boringest and the least fun. None of these menus are bad, just some are better than the others. For example, the Wii U. Now, I love the Wii U, the console's amazing. But the thing is, the menu is very hard to use. It's very clutterful, if that's even a word, but it has a lot of clutter. And 2 screens has been done before with the DS and the 3DS, but the implementation of it is just not great. They put it for a social feature that they deleted in the console's lifespan, so it's just stupid of them to do that. And and they didn't add anything else to the top screen. But for the successor to the Wii U, the Switch, they made it overly simple and no character, which kind of eliminates the purpose and is not really like amazing to me. I feel like if they do a fusion between the Wii U and the Switch's home menu where they make it, you know, personalized, creative, and just cool, but also simplistic, nice, and easy to use, I think that would be one of the best home menus. Anyways, I'll see you later.
Joe.